today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory Last week, as they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, 4th-year man from Oklahoma.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs. But, boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Well, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Chubb again. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Jackson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at at the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 33. Okay, alert 33. Switch it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Hey,
Right back to him on first down. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. On the slant, complete to Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first. Murray now on 1st down. On the right side, caught by Green. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Murray with a nice move. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down, Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay.
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but he's got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Connor going to get it again on second down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll run on first down. Felton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Handoff comes to Chubb. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter, and they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So here are the Browns to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That one caught by Felton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Felton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that, In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That one goes for 8 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray now. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And Rondale Moore, a 2nd-round pick from Purdue. Only 5'7", 181. May have prevented him from going in the 1st round. But what a cerebral player, a great competitor. And his run after the catch, as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there. Picks up a 1st down.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Grant Delpit. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's going to be taken in by Felton. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Murray now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Murray again. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Boy, these defenses in the AFC North, they probably thought that they were done with A.J. Green. They saw him beat them up for a better part of a decade when he was a Cincinnati Bengal. And now they play him again here as he's an Arizona Cardinal. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Murray's got to have this one. Finding Williams once more, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on Mayfield. Going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 44, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. It's caught by Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 21. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now is Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, that's complete to his running back, Connor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got Green. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get this to Connor underneath. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Murray. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now he'll escape, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Murray to air it out again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point good by Prater, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen, simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down. And they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync.